Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 75 of The Rock. I'm the Custard Prophet. Great to have you back. So we are coming back into what is probably going to be the final season with FM20 round the corner, and we're trying desperately to get the win, to win the league in Gibraltar. It's going to be really tricky. We finished third last year, which was the best we'd ever done, but we know that Europa FC and Lincoln Red Imps are a tough nut to crack, so we're going to try and blast past them. We were definitely better, and we've improved the side a little bit more. As you can see, we have drawn Slavia Prague in the first proper round of the qualifying for the group stages, not the preliminary rounds, which is a really hard one. I was hoping to have a better draw than that. You can see finances, we're struggling. We've lost a chunk of money, and that's because of the fact we've gone professional. We're having to pay everyone all the time. So with that in mind, let's have a little look at the squad. This episode is obviously going to be a bit longer than usual, so instantly I go into tactics, not the squad. It's just fucking idiot. Actually, no, we don't want to do it. We want to go into transfers. So transfers. So first of all, and we haven't done absolutely everything yet, but you'll notice a lot of names who have left the club, and I'm sorry about many of these, but it's for the best that they all have gone. So out has gone Chrissy Mason. I mean, he was an absolute star for us. He's only rated 31, but what a player. He did so much for us in keeping us in that division. The whiner Josh Ramage has gone. He looks like he's got a club already. Yeah, he's gone to Manchester 62. Did Chrissy Mason have one? No, not yet. Bizarre. Carl Packer, we got rid of him on a free. He was a bit frustrated he wasn't getting games. El Huabi, another player, absolutely fantastic player for us, but he is moving on as well. Vinay wasn't there very long, but we're moving him on. Acres, the man who could pass in midfield, good player, but we're moving him on. The striker Dominson, he's going as well. Richard Gardner, he was another striker. Christian Martin, who was an attacking midfielder who had all the promise but none of the ability. Darren Doherty, another player through the youth ranks, we loaned out a few times. Wilf Mason, another central midfielder with some promise but who never quite made it. And then Steven Ramirez, we signed him the very first season, he hardly played at all. And then Ryan and Megson were a couple of guys who had kind of gone through the youth ranks, very early youth players, and just shouldn't be in the side anymore. So that's who is out. Let's have a look who is in. So some of them you know about, some of them you don't. So in has come Miguel Ruiz. So we got rid of Dobinson, so we needed another striker, and this is our striker, if I show you. So he is a 3.5 star ability player. He's got decent finishing, first touch, good heading as well, which is pretty good. He's a fast player as well. We like that, considering we're knocking the balls over the top. So it's good leadership and off the ball. So I think all in all, very, very good player. Chad Banda, great name. 2.5 star central midfielder. I don't think he's rated anywhere near what he should be rated. Looking at his stats, he's got good stats in all the right places for me. So I'm quite happy with that signing. Good passing, good tackling. So we've actually got someone who can tackle a little bit in midfield. James Morris, now this guy we knew about, absolute beast, 4.5 star player. He can tackle, he can mark, everything is pretty good, but his physicals are pretty outstanding. And finally, to give us a little bit more depth in midfield, because you appreciate we haven't got much because we've got rid of about 10 central midfielders, we got this guy in on loan, Vaughan Martin, decent player, and he and the others are going to rotate between them. So it's a decent set of players. Squad is looking like this. It's We have bought Chris Grant from the youth team, or the under-23, into this squad. But it's a slightly smaller squad, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to do something with it. Avellino, I did try and get rid of, didn't manage to do that. So let's see. So we're playing Slavia Prague. It's going to be really tricky. I think the team's already set. Let's have a look at the tactics not changing. It was working beautifully last time. We're going to try Ruiz instead of Smullen. Smullen's obviously the man I know is going to score goals, but we've also got Morris at left back, so a couple of changes in this squad, and we've got a few people on the bench to bring on. So we've got Banda, Matty Mason, and we'll put Martins on. Right, there's still more players going to be coming in. I'm thinking about a replacement for Crisp. I am thinking about it. There is the possibility to get him, get such a replacement in. So we'll see how that works out. Someone I've been looking at for quite some time, and I think that will help matters. So we will auto number in true Loki Doki fashion, and let's see how we do. So all 4 players are involved to some degree in this first game. We've not played a friendly yet. This is the first game we've played, so we are going to be a bit behind. All the friendlies we've kind of sorted out for afterwards, because we've literally only just come back from holiday. I imagine they've all been on holiday together in Butlins, but let's see what we do. I don't know what to expect here. The side is a little bit better. Let's demand more. Smith with a corner. Can we start well? But Bruna takes it. What's Smith doing? He's kind of running round. Right, they've got the ball. Masec into Krzyzewski. They look strong. Oh, and it's a beautiful goal from Kaplan. Beautiful goal. First shot. Where was the defence? Is what we were all suggesting. I mean, this might be a short trip into Europe. We'll get £250,000, I think, from it, but I did want a little bit of a run to get some money from this, and that's not how I wanted us to start, to be fair. We're going attacking, see if we can get a little bit more out of this. But I think we should be even more competitive in the league. This is they're a 3.5 star team. I think they're one of the best teams we've come up against. So it is going to be a real tricky one. Let's praise them. Now we've overwhelmed them. Why did I praise them? They're not playing that well. They've not had a shot yet. They have restricted them in terms of the amount of shots. Right, come on, guys. Crisp. Oh, no. I thought he was going to get his foot in there. Pritcher. Into Yanda. Oh, dear me, Chamberlain. He's sitting there picking up daisies. Oh, it's going to be another short trip into Europe. Yeah, this is likely to be the last season, at least before FM20, I think. What I am thinking of doing, if we don't manage to win the league, is to keep this save going kind of in the background. Oh, oh, amazing. Well, we'll get Ruiz off. That's really what I need. It is really a bad start to all this. To put Barton on. Dick Barton, special agent. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to move you over, but I can't. There we go. I had to do it like that. Why have I had to do it like that? Yeah, we can have it as a pressing forward on support. Ruiz was going to come up. Vaughan Martin will come in as a deep line playmaker. I was thinking of bringing on Banda because he could make a challenge, but dear me, that's not what we needed. Really poor. Very, very poor from us. Very, very poor. But hopefully we can make the most of the break that we'll get. We'll get some money, as I say, for this, but it's going to be a smashing, I think. It's not looked particularly great, and I mean, hopefully we'll get a shot. Oh, he's just gone wide from Kaplan. They've been very, very good, I have to say. Again, it shows how far we are off the rest of the world, really, in terms of football. The Gibraltar is a small place with a very, very poor set of players, and you take the stats of these players, you sort of look at that and compare it to, you know, if you've got another save going, they are not good. Show me something else in the second half. I think we can still only go with this sort of tactic because at the moment we've got no way of doing anything else. Great Scott is going to miss next game. Not ideal at all. Right, I think what we're going to do is take off the pressing forward. We're going to bring on Smullen, and we're going to go with the two poachers, double poacher, whack it up to them and hope for the best. I know Smullen has the finishing ability of, well, someone who can't finish, but that's fine. Mistake. Oh, it's gone in. What an utter set of crap. Oh, keeper missed it. I mean, defensively we got our body in the way of the ball, but Chamberlain, you should be getting that, friend. Decent challenge, and it just bounced off Barton, and it's gone in. I mean, it's really one of the worst starts I think I've had. Well, Pike's got his chance here. He's hit the bar. Oh, bums. Well, at least we've had a shot. Alright. Right. Thomas is... No, we're not going to take Thomas off. We'll take Freeman off because he's probably the worst out of those defenders. I'm going to try and just bring someone into here who's a little bit more ball-winning midfielder-y minded. Maybe try and win the ball a bit higher up the pitch. I mean, you've got to say we're completely coming in here without really any match time. All the guys who've come in, they've never even played with these other players before, so you know it's always going to be a bit of an issue. And we were hoping for a sort of slightly better start, but here we go. Is it Pike? Is he going to have a shot? He's got one. It's 3-1. Is that going to be important? I fear not, but we can dream, can't we? If we can get a second one, then it would be quite good. I don't think we will, though. Oh, for Pete's sake. Chamberlain, you have been abysmal today. Decision making, mate. What? Where is it? Oh, bloody hell. Well, Damien, you're in for the next game because I am not having that. A 5, yeah. Finally, a goalkeeping rating that actually matches the performance, because he has been horrific, absolutely horrific. Morris not well. He's been a bit unlucky because he's given an own goal there. But I mean, what could he do? Right, absolute crap. That was absolute crap. Right, we're coming back for the next one. We're going to have massive changes. Hopefully, we'll be a little bit better. Rubbish. Anyway, see you in a sec. Okay guys, here we're back. So a few changes. We brought Busto in for Freeman. We've brought Damien back into goal, and Smullen's on up top. So 3 changes. And Martin as well. So 4 changes. Interestingly, it's probably worth saying that we've got Chris Grout on the bench. He's not even played a game, even though we signed him last season. I forgot about him, to be fair. And we've I don't know what to expect here, really. The other thing is Reynolds is back, vaguely at least. He's back from his massive injury, so hopefully he might be fit at the start of the season. But we're going to go at it again with hopefully a better outlook and a goalkeeper who knows how to stop them scoring. But we don't have great Scott in goal, in midfield. That's a worry, because he is an important player for us. So instead we're going to give the other guy a go, and that's it. It's 1-0 after 57 seconds, and we pretty much said goodbye there. How disappointing. We've been smashed today, I really have. On today's episode, it's just been woeful. Yeah, it's not giving us good vibes for the season ahead, really, is it? Coming to Slavia and absolutely wellied. Hardly actually getting a shot, which is even more disappointing. But Damien, he couldn't do anything really about the first goal. And the cross came in too easy. Again, it was from the right side. And just disappointing from the wingers. So the wing backs. Alright, let's just try to at least compete in this game. With 3 shots, I suppose we did score a goal last game. That was good. Right then, come on, Damien. Busto out to Morris. Morris, we've not seen anything of any of our new guys, have we? Beautiful ball over the top. Dick Barton, special agent, just chips it into the goalkeeper's arms. Absolute crap. And he was the guy who could finish. But we've got Ruiz. I'm still confident this season. I think we've got a really good side. It's much better than it was. I think we're better than last season. We haven't got all the excess players from last season as well, so it should be able to keep people a little happier, which was another problem, keeping their morale good. So we just had too many players. It's a much better performance, to be fair, in this game. Much, much better. Whether that's because they've taken their foot off the gas or we've actually just started playing a bit better, I don't know. But we're actually creating chances and not looking terrible. Well, nicely done, just over. Damien had it covered. Is Damien going to start? I don't know, he might do. That was a horrific performance from Chamberlain. Absolutely horrific. And Matty Mason, he might get a game. Pike. Ball over the top to absolutely no one. Nicely done. Pike's got it though. Morris. Now there we go. That's more like it. Smith harries them and Dick Barton shoots from miles out. I mean, interesting. It looks like that was going top corner as well. I don't think anyone would have expected that to go in, but here we go. Smith. Smullen's got it back. There's a player free. Morris, he just slams it into the defender. Kind of panicked a bit by the look of it. Yet to be impressed by him. Right, let's make a change. Players are all backwards. And what we doing? PG Tips. Let's bring old PG Tips on. We've not seen him much. Oh, come on, that's absolutely smashed us. Defends. Oh, the defender there. Who was that? Number 6. Neil. I mean, you're supposed to be the best defender we've got. Right, Chad Bander. We're going to pop him in there. Midfield. See how he does. Old Chad. PG Tips. I thought that was in. Much, much better. Why couldn't we played like this in the first game? Right, we're going to take Morris off and put Busto out there, and we'll put Freeman on. Yeah, it's not been all that, has it, today? but at least we've shown we're a bit more capable. In the second game, away from home, it makes no sense, does it? I suppose we did get a player sent off, and they scored in both games, essentially with their first shots. Puts you on a back foot in a way, doesn't it? I did want to bring on Matty Mason, I didn't manage to do that. Oh well, no worries. No worries. I'm sure he'll forgive me. He'll get game time today. Well, that's it. That is it. Okay, well, not what quite I wanted to happen, but that's what's happened. We got £200,000. That's nice. I'm sure we'll squander most of that over the season in wages. I mean, we're below the wage budget, way below the wage budget, but it's still it's disappearing, the money is. Anyway, so we start off with an away game against Mons Calpe, which I think we'll come back for, because that might be a bit of a yardstick to how we're going to do the rest of the season. And we'll continue to do, as we've done before, single games throughout. I'll probably look to race through it a little bit more quickly, so hopefully we can get, if we can't do it this season, maybe we can get another season in, towards the very bitter end of the FM19 cycle. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe thing, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.